Connor, thanks. Developing now at 5:03 this morning, Governor Glenn Youngkin says Virginia is ready to take full responsibility for K-12 education.
This comes after President Donald Trump ordered the U.S. Department of Education to be dismantled.
Now, people who work with some of our community's most vulnerable children hope states and cities are truly ready to step up. If not, they're worried about devastating interruptions in services for children. Many of them experiencing housing instability. People at 4 Kids in Chesapeake want to make sure no children have a disruption in their education.
I think that's a reality that people need to understand, is that we do have children that are sleeping on playgrounds until we can get them into shelter.
The nonprofit 4 Kids is not directly or indirectly funded by the Department of Education, but the kids they serve would certainly be impacted with that change. The nonprofit anticipates a ripple effect in after-school education programs if school resources for low-income students become scarce.
While federal funding overall only makes up a small portion of school budgets, Norfolk, Portsmouth, and Newport News public schools receive millions in Title I funds to support students from economically disadvantaged backgrounds.
What happens is, if they're in our shelter, for example, but they are in school in Virginia Beach or Norfolk, the McKinney-Vento Act requires that the school provide transportation for that child to get to their school of origin. And when the Department of Education functions correctly, they step in and provide as many fillers to those gaps. That is incredibly important, and we'll have to have state and localities step up if the federal level isn't there for them.
The Department of Education helps homeless children receive uninterrupted education. That's why those at 4 Kids want to make sure that our localities are ready to step up.
Now, the Education Department's situation is not a done deal. Lawsuits are almost certain to slow things down, and any full elimination would require an act of Congress.
In Virginia Beach now, community members rallied outside of Congresswoman Jen Kagan's office this weekend, asking for her to support federal workers in Virginia.
Union and non-union members stood and protested at Virginia Beach Town Center Saturday morning. Across the country, thousands and thousands of workers have been cut because of President Trump's efforts to downsize the government.
People who were there at the rally told us that they are speaking out for reasons beyond just job security of federal workers.
We're middle-class, working people, just trying to make a living and make sure that we have Medicaid, make sure that we have veterans health care, make sure that we have educational programs, making sure that you have a fair shot at maintaining your job, your employment, not just unilaterally getting terminated.
Another rally is set for the Norfolk airport tomorrow involving TSA workers.